Hey, Cornerstone family. I wanted to bring another devotional thought to you, this time from the Gospel of Matthew. In this reading, we see Jesus angry. That's not a very common image that we see of Jesus, but here we see Jesus angry, overturning things, very upset. So let's read Matthew 21, starting at verse 12. Jesus entered the temple and began to drive out all the people buying and selling animals for sacrifice. He knocked over the tables of the money changers and the chairs of those selling doves. He said to them, "The scriptures declare, 'My temple will be called a house of prayer,' but you have turned it into a den of thieves." Jesus saw what these people were doing and was angry. These vendors, these businesses would have been in the temple supplying or taking advantage of pilgrims who had come to Jerusalem over the Passover celebration to worship God. They were turning a profit and using God's name to do it, taking advantage of others, and Jesus became grieved and angry. In our current season, there are people who are suffering, and there are people who are taking advantage of others. And we might feel angry about that. And if you are angry, you may very well be in some good company. If you feel angry at things you see where people are taking advantage of others in this season of suffering, God may be grieved too. But I'd encourage you, make sure that Make sure that it is something that angers God too. Talk with God, pray, have a conversation, and ask God, if this is something that grieves, that angers you too, are you calling me to do something about it? Mostly, though, this passage reminds me of what God does call all of us as Christ followers to do. It's an Old Testament passage, Micah chapter 6, verse 8. "Know, O people, the Lord has told you what is good, and this is what he requires of you, to do what is right, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." In this season of heartache and difficulty, let's make sure that we are living up to these words. Blessings to you, church. Take care.